What? That's legendary.
What the fuck? Platformers are something even as an adult I absolutely adore. There's something about being put into these worlds when you can just jump and move across an obstacle course that is just really fun to me. Still to this day it's my favorite game genre, with Rayman being one of my all-time favorites. I can't stress enough how much I adore the series, from its 2D games to 3D ones. Released 2 years after Origins, Legends was met with amazingly positive reviews. Almost all the scores were 9s to 10s. Fun fact, this game was originally supposed to be a Wii U exclusive, but after seeing how awful the Wii U performed, they instead decided to make it a multi-platform and releasing it in later 2013. This game was truly legendary. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly why. So booting up, we get a cutscene. The peaceful lands are being invaded by the darkness yet again, and it's up to Rayman and gang to stop them. Just like Origins, you can play up to 4 players through the whole game. I played alone for review because I had no one to play with me. We wake up Rayman by slapping him and the game starts. The gameplay is almost identical to Origins, but it feels just a bit better and faster. Also, Rayman feels a bit lighter than before, which in this case I think is a great thing. The controls feels as amazing as ever. No complaints there. Instead of saying those purple things from Origins, now you save tenses. There are 10 of them in normal levels, and then there are 3 of them in the boss levels and special levels. And main collectible are the lumps yet again, but now they serve more of a purpose, which I will go into a bit more later. Using the amazing Reupload engine once again, we're great with 2D graphics, and oh my god, this game still looks outstanding. The backgrounds are absolutely gorgeous to look at, and the colors are so good. They mix a lot more 3D now, but man, the result is splendid. Origins looked great, but Legends looks absolutely marvelous. This is still for me one of the best looking games ever. Again, like Origins, you'll go through different worlds with a set of levels in them. But this time each level is divided into these paintings you jump into. A part of me does think Origins had better world building with how everything felt more connected. Here doesn't really feel that much connected, but on the other hand, here you can actually play the worlds in a bit of different order if you collect enough tenses. There are about 5 worlds in the game. The 10 Cities of Trouble, Toad's Story, Fiesta de los Muertos, 20,000 Lumps Under the Sea, and Olympus Maximus. All of these worlds are amazing and fun to explore. They all stand out on their own and make for some amazing level themes. They really go all out with the level theme aesthetic. My favorite levels were definitely the 20,000 Lumps Under the Sea, which by the way has my favorite water levels in any game ever. These are just incredibly fun to play through. The undivided spy theme really makes this level that much cooler to play. The music in this game is amazing and I love it. I absolutely adore it. This beats Origins by a long shot for me. I have too many favorites for this, so I'm just gonna play some of my favorites for you. The tracks are so good, but the best one without doubt are the one that appears in the music stages. There are these music levels where you run along the beat of the soundtrack in the background, and these are my absolute favorite levels in the game. These are ridiculously fun and amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've replayed these levels. These levels are simply brilliant. You probably noticed all the different characters I've been using in this video, and there's a lot where that came from. With the new one being Barbera and the other princesses. She's a pretty awesome character and I really like her design. She even appeared in a Wii U commercial. Does anyone remember the commercial? Like, dude, the animation style was amazing. Like, imagine getting a TV show like this. Anyways, you can unlock more heroes by collecting lumps, with some of them being insanely expensive. But you get the princesses by beating these rooms in each world. And you get a special one by collecting all the tenses. Spoiler, it's one of those tenses where like it glows. It's kind of cool, but yeah, that's kind of lame. The boss fights in this game are just so good. All of them are so unique to fight against. My favorite being the mechanical dragon, and the track that plays in the boss fight slaps so hard. But I also love the fire one a lot. The way you climb up from hell to heaven is just so cool, on top of having this top-notch atmosphere with a dope as fuck boss fight. And again, awesome music. Defeating the last boss where we send the last Tensi to the moon, and then credits. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the ending is a bit lacking. Like, I find it funny with the Tensis being stuck on the moon with the aliens poking them to get a song from them, that's funny. But having the Tensis look exactly the same, it doesn't really feel like there was a real final villain, you know what I mean? Like a real final boss. This is something I think Orders did a lot better. Nonetheless though, we get this awesome ending credits where we can interact with it yet again. Now you're not done with the game yet, as there is one last world. There is one last normal music level in the game called Granny's World Tour, which has my favorite song in the entire game. Amazing level. And after that you get to unlock 8-bit versions of the previous music stages. Now the cool thing is that these are more challenging versions of previous music levels because of the visuals and how hard they make it be. On top of some awesome 8-bit remixes of the tracks. Granny's World Tour on 8-bit level really hurted my eyes, dude. It was so much, but it feels so good beating it. And that's pretty much all the levels. Or I would say, if it wasn't for the Back to Origins levels, you can actually unlock like 70% of Origins levels in Legends. You can unlock them by getting these scratch tickets, which you get depending on how much Lumas you get in the level. Here you can either win some Lumas, some creatures you have in this room which don't do much, but they give you lumps, which is cool. Some tenses, and lastly, levels from Origins. You can get most levels from Origins with the Rayman Legends art style. They basically almost put a second game in here. That's just so crazy to me. Unfortunately, the names don't prepare, so this game blows. It's garbage.
Know your fucking place, trash!
But it does have Kung Fu, so it actually makes it a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
And I firmly believe, that this is the next contender for the greatest game ever made.
There are also new added online multiplayer where you can play monthly challenges. They can range from how far you can go into level or how fast you can beat one. These are actually really fun. And it's still decently active, surprisingly. So definitely recommend checking it out too. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. An absolutely phenomenal game, and one I give my highest recommendation of. If you ever want to play it, it's on almost every system in existence. Like damn, this game got ported a lot. It kind of reminds me of that one Markiplier meme when he goes, "I can milk you," and I just imagine it's like Ubisoft with milking Rayman Legends. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you all enjoyed the video thoroughly, and I will see you all later. Bye bye!